Hello, 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 and welcome to another episode of The Conversation with Stevie. I am Dr. Stevie Aisha Mills, and I'm super excited that we are smack dab in the midst of the She Soars visual campaign. Yes, and yay. And so what do I do in the world? Well, I help my clients to utilize their expertise and experience to create income online so they can live a life they love. And I am excited that this is the place where we uncover the why behind what people do. We know that we've been talking to some seashore celebrities, and we want to make sure that you get to meet Coach Char. Hi, Coach Char. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing well. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please do go ahead and introduce yourself to everyone here.
Well, hello, everyone. My name is Coach Char. Well, actually, my name is Cheranissa Williams, but you can call me Coach Char, and I am the business startup specialist for busy moms. I help busy moms find the clarity, confidence, and courage to launch the life and business of their dreams.
Ooh, that's going to be so good to have a conversation with you today. Listen, I am not a mama, but there's a lot of mamas who are connected to me, and I have been raised by incredible mamas, so I know some things. So I am going to definitely ask you, because I love what you said about creating a life and business and all that great stuff. How did you come about that? Were you always like, I love my life, or were you more like, oh, girl, I got to get this together? Tell us the backstory, please.
I was one of them, oh, Lord, help me today. I'm a mom of two amazing human beings, 17 and a 20-year-old. Both of my children, I ironically graduate 6 months apart. My daughter just graduated college. My son graduated high school in another 2 months. And so when they were younger, my identity got lost in being their mother. I no longer was Cheranissa. I was just Corey or Christian's mom. When that happens, as moms, we a lot of times just assume that identity, and when we assume that identity, part of us gets put away. The part of us that usually gets put away is our dreams, our desires, the things that we want. And so I got tired of that one day when I just realized that not only had people started calling me that, but I had assimilated and was that. And so I knew that I had more, and I knew that I wanted more, and it was what started me on the quest to become more. And I realized that as I started my journey of rediscovering me, shall I say, that there were other mothers that sounded like what I used to sound like, that looked like what I used to look like. And so I figured if I had gone through it, then there had to be one or two other people that did, and I was correct. And so from that was born just a desire to help moms not only be good mothers, but also pursue their dreams while they're raising their children without sacrificing either of those things.
Ooh, that's so good. That's so good. That's so good. Because, yes, and I, as a visibility coach, really have a lot of clients who are mothers, and I understand the unique position that you all play in the world. And so I want to ask you, how do you manage being a mom, having a business, all the things? How do you say, okay, this, and self-care, because self-care is very important. How do you make sure that all of it is balanced?
So I'm not sure. I still have a debate about balance, but what I do use, Dr. Stevie, is prioritization. Everything is not important at the same time, but there are things that are important. And so today, me having self-care is important. So right now, I am more relaxed than maybe I was earlier today because I've been taking good care of me today. Tomorrow, there are a few other things that have come up. Friday, I have a meeting for ministry, and I have 2 clients. And so each of the days, I have to get to figure out what's the most important thing that I need to do at that time. And I think that's what has helped me. And I also think it's what helped me get over mom guilt, is realizing what's the priority today, and sometimes even what's the priority right now, dealing with that, and then leaving the other things on the other side until they too become a priority.
Again, this is good. This is good because I'm so glad you answered that question in the right way. I always say harmonious living, but a lot of people say balance. And I know that balance is key, and I wanted to get your feedback on that because I believe that something is always going to be more impactful than something else in your life, and I love that you said prioritization. That's amazing. I want to ask you about the fact of when you had young kids. A lot of my viewers and listeners have younger kids. They're like, by the time they get to be teenagers, they're going to be okay. But some balancing or living in this harmony with all of, like, kids under 10 years old. How were you able to really impact some moms who were having kids that young and maybe even younger, like maybe not in school yet, and they're still having to build their business and do all the things? Can you help them out?
Absolutely, because I've been building my business since my children were younger. And one of the things that was nice that really helped maybe buy some time in a strange kind of way is when I would have the kids help me. So a lot of times, even, when they're 5 and 7, my children are 3 years apart. And so you think, oh, well, they can't do this. They can't do that. But if you can give them a task, they feel included. And really that's what they want to be, is included in their mom's life because they think the sun rises and sets on them. So when you can include them, it helps them feel a part of it. And when they feel a part of it, they feel maybe another sense of authority, another sense of just worth, and they let you alone. I can remember having my children count inventory. And they're like, oh, okay. And I'm like, okay, you got to write this down. And while you write this down, mommy's doing this. And they were like, okay. And then, kids don't really want to work. So after a while, when it gets not fun, they leave. And they don't come back because they know you're going to ask them again. So a lot of times it was really letting them know, here, you come be a part of this. And some other times it was a reward system. Now, I'm not saying this is the best parenting, Dr. Stevie, but sometimes it was, you know what? Hey, if you give mommy 30 minutes of alone time, I'll watch this program with you. Or I'll give you 30 minutes now, and then I've got to go work for 30 minutes. So let's set the timer. And that was something. So we worked together because we understood, and I had my children understand as really young kids, that what I did impacted them, and it was good for all of us.
I love that because that shows leadership, determination, that shows stick-to-itiveness. It shows a lot, and I always talk to my clients about skills, even if they've been what people say stay-at-home mom and may not have work experience. There are a lot of transferable skills. What would you say are some of the transferable skills that you have seen moms really tap into?
Oh, my God, negotiation. If you have more than one child, you have negotiation skills because all the time they won't get along, and so you're negotiating with them. I think planning is something naturally we do, and whether it is planning money or planning meals or planning tasks or planning time, moms are really good at that. Creativity. We can make a meal and make things up for just quickly. And I think we're probably the original content creators because of the stories that we make up at bedtime to get our kids to hush and on the road when we're driving. So I think there are a lot of transferable skills that moms have that they probably don't even think of because they're so natural to them. But these are things that people are paying good money to learn that they've learned naturally just caring for other children. There's also compassion and caregiving and attention to detail because we know, oh, our kid coughed or our kid called us out of something else. There's also that communication piece. So moms have a ton of skills that people are paying good money for that we don't even probably remember because we've done it so many times, but they're there.
I love that. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Because it's so true. Oh, my gosh. And I love what you said about the content creation and having to be creative and really having to support that in your kids. And that's just amazing because I know a lot of the people who I coach and consult and really just feel stuck sometimes. Honestly feel stuck when it comes to what you said earlier about prioritizing their kids before themselves. I hear a lot of mothers saying that part, and I'm just like, wow. I was raised by a single mom. My dad was definitely in the picture, but it was me and my mama. She had to figure it out for me, and I just thank God for that, because I was able to really become a unique set of person with a unique set of skills, because she really implanted that, and I hear that in you, and I hear your passion. I love that. I love it. I love it. I love it. So I have a question that literally I ask every person who comes to have a conversation with me. It's a fill-in-the-blank question. I have a couple more questions prior to getting your contact information, but the question goes just like this. It says, Dr. Stevie, we cannot leave the conversation today without everyone knowing, and then fill in the blank.
All right. So, Dr. Stevie, we cannot leave this conversation without everyone knowing that they matter, that their dreams are important, and that the world needs what they offer. It doesn't matter if it's making cupcakes or solving quantum physics problems. They matter, and they're necessary, and they are worthy of pursuing and having their dreams.
Wow. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Let me ask you the next question. First off, it starts with some gratitude and saying thank you to you for investing in yourself through this amazing She Soars project. I love it, because it's not amazing because I created it. It's amazing for women like you. Like you and the rest of the women that I've been able to really highlight and have these conversations with. You've invested your time, effort, energy, money, all the things, and I'm just grateful. I am grateful for this, because, for one, although I'm not a mother, I definitely can relate to many moms. I've seen them, I've worked with them, I've heard the stories, so I'm able to really have this conversation. But, two, the work that you're doing to support moms is incredible. I heard you say identity. I heard you say a lot of different things. You talk about your amazing kids. You talk about the fact that they are matriculating through school and becoming their own people. This is great stuff. And so I want to ask you, what made you say yes to She Soars?
I have followed you for quite a bit of time. Not a stalker, Dr. Stevie, so don't get nervous. But I have followed you and followed your work. And some of the folks that you're attached to, Dr. Sade, and so just seeing what you do and how you promote and carry yourself, and thought this would be a good person to be attached to. I don't attach myself to everybody, because there are some people, while they may have a bigger brand or bigger platform than me, it's important that there's integrity behind who they are and how they serve, and so that really is why I said yes.
Thank you. Yay. I'm so glad you said yes, because I feel like, first off, we're going to be talking offline.
Okay, that's fine.
We'll be talking offline for sure, because more people need to know about this. And, yeah, I really think that there's a unique place in the world for mothers. I am somebody who really understands that, like Tupac said, we all came from a woman, got our name from a woman. Right?
And I came from a woman, Tupac.
Yes. Yes. I'm it's true. So they always tell me, they said, Stevie, you're not a biological mother, but you've mothered visions, you've mothered people. And I'm I get it and understand it. So I love that. And I want to get your contact information, because I know and understand that there are people who are going to want to connect with you. So please make sure we have ways to connect with you.
Absolutely. So across social media, that would be actually TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. I'm My Coach Char, and my website is the same, mycoachchar.com. I would love to chat with people. I give a free consultation, complimentary, so folks want to just chat, need some direction, their mom, and they're, like you said, stuck or unsure. I'd love to just chat and just share some wisdom if I can. So it's mycoachchar.com and mycoachchar on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok.
Awesome. Thank you for being here. Yay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Y'all, go ahead and connect with Coach Char because she's going to tell you some stuff. She got that mama wisdom, okay? One of the things I always say, like even women who are mothers so wise, like I always say, I want my birthday cake cut by a mama because she know how to cut it right, okay? So you all connect with Coach Char. Get inside of all the amazingness she has, wisdom from just being a woman, being a mother. You all, this has been incredible. I am excited to make sure that you connect with Coach Char. I am Dr. Stevie Aisha Mills. If you want to connect with me, just go to workwithstevie.com. Just know how to spell my first name correctly, Stevii, and it'll take you right there. The second thing I want to make sure that I tell you is what I do to end everything I do, and that literally is to tell you to make it a great day. Don't have a great day. Make it a great day. Why? Because you, and yes, you too have the power to do so. Bye for now.